Family, friends, loved ones, beautiful people. Today's conversation is a little different. Today, I'm not just interviewing anyone. Today, I am sitting down with the woman I have been becoming. Welcome to Soul Talk, where truth meets transformation. And today, I am talking to none other than Maya 2.0. Welcome, 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 my love. So go ahead and introduce yourself. And I don't want that surface level version. I want the real you. Thank you for having me. Let's get right into it. I'm the version of you that finally paused long enough to hear herself again. I'm the version of you that stopped waiting. The version that chose alignment over approval, peace over pressure, and purpose over playing small. Okay, clock that. Well, let's talk about the woman before you. What did she struggle with? Baby, she was tired. Not just physically, but soul tired. Constantly pouring into others, and running on empty. What would you say was the turning point? When she realized being everything for everybody was costing her everything. Literally. Her peace of mind, her health, her strength, her finances. Wow. What a realization. So, before the growth, before the healing, before the structure, what was really happening? I was functioning, but I wasn't flourishing. I was exhausted, overwhelmed, emotionally stretched thin. And the scary part, I thought it was normal. Survival mode teaches women to keep moving, even when they're falling apart. And that right there, that's where so many women are stuck. So is this the place where Books, Beads, and Beyond was created from? Books, Beads, and Beyond was birthed during COVID. I worked in the ER, and as we fought for people's life and watched people fight for their own lives, alone, mind you, no loved ones by their side, I witnessed fear, loneliness, heartbreak, uncertainty, grief, and the list can go on. But I experienced this up close and personal on a level I had never experienced before. It made me realize that people need more than just medicine. They need hope, encouragement, reminders that life is still worth living. We are not here to just merely survive. This is what birthed Books, Beads, and Beyond. What started as a desire to encourage, uplift, and inspire people during one of the darkest seasons in our world eventually grew into something much bigger. And although the setting may have changed, the assignment remains the same. So today, I empower women to break out of survival mode and design purpose-aligned lives through self-discovery, intentional habits, and personal growth. So why Books, Beads, and Beyond? What is that about? Because healing isn't one-dimensional. Some women need words. Some need reminders. Some need tools. And some need all three. The books are for the woman who's ready to hear herself again. Not the noise, her. The beads are adornment with intention. Not just something you wear, but something you feel. And the beyond, Baby, that's for the woman who's ready to shift her life because she needs structure, clarity, and a starting point. Oh, yes. Let's talk about that beyond because that beyond is powerful. It's not just cute little trinkets and collectibles. Beyond is where the work is put in, where the seeds are planted and the transformation takes place. Beyond is where seeds of purpose lives, where the shape framework resides, where the PPS method, seed reset and empowered to thrive, is harvested. So let's talk about that. Oh, yes, absolutely. Seeds of purpose means everything you are becoming starts small. Every thought, every decision, every shift, it all starts as a small seed in the garden of your life. And if you water it right, it changes your life. Okay, what about the shape framework? What is that about? I realized healing wasn't random. There was a pattern to transformation. And that's where shape was born. Because you don't just change your life, you shape it. So shape isn't just a framework, it's the journey. Exactly. Most women are trying to jump straight to purpose without healing what survival mode did to them in the first place. Wow. So what changed? How did you start pulling yourself out of survival mode? And where does PPS come into all of this? What changed is I realized I was drowning and nobody was coming to save me. I was carrying things on my shoulders God had not assigned to me. I kept adding things to my plate that did not serve me. They added no nutritional value whatsoever. And I am not just talking about food. I was neglecting me, but always making sure everybody else was good. And I did it with a smile on my face. And inside, I was screaming because I could not breathe. I was literally drowning and nobody even knew it. So one day I got tired of being sick and tired, and I decided to choose me. And from that day to this one, I continue to do the work. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But it's worth it. I am worth it. So in doing the work, I discovered that in order to interrupt survival mode, I needed to pause before making any decision, responding to anything, or saying yes to anything. I needed to evaluate what I was feeling in that moment and prioritize me. I needed to determine if it was worth my energy. I knew I needed structure. Every day, I needed to plan my work and work my plan. So PPS was created because overwhelmed women don't need more pressure. They need structure. Because structure creates clarity, peace, and direction. Most women aren't lazy. They're overloaded. My God, that is powerful. So what exactly is the reset? It's 30 days of intentionally replanting yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. It's helping women stop living on autopilot and start living with intention. Because women don't just need motivation. We need a process. You cannot grow in soil that keeps draining you. What would you say is stopping women from pursuing their dreams, stepping out on faith, taking a chance on themselves, getting out of survival mode? Fear, dressed up as responsibility. Doubt, disguised as logic. Not realizing you're in survival mode to begin with, or being in denial about it. So what would you say they actually need? Permission and truth. You're not stuck, love. You're just unwatered. So if that woman is listening right now, exhausted, stuck, overwhelmed, where does she start? What do you want her to know? You don't need to become someone new. You need to return to yourself. Stop trying to carry everything all at once. Not everything on your plate belongs to you. You start by planting one seed. That's one decision, one boundary, one pause, one intentional shift. You have to start by taking the first step. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but healing starts the moment you stop abandoning yourself. Sheesh. Y'all, this was not just a conversation. This was a reminder. A reminder that the woman you're becoming is waiting on the other side of your decision to heal. And if you felt this, it's because it's already in you. Through Seeds of Purpose, the Seed Reset, the PPS method, and everything I create, my mission remains the same. To help women find hope again. To help women remember who they are. To help them move from survival mode to intentional living. Because life is too precious to spend merely surviving. And I have learned that firsthand. The seeds you plant today will feed generations tomorrow. So plant the seed.